they'll be calling you a radical. The psychos have done it. The dumbest, most pathetic freaking group of politicians in the history of humanity. 40 fucking more years. The House passed it. The bootlegger sentence. Now, stay with me. This is the narrative that's out there in America. This is the dumbest country in the history of mankind. The dumbest fucking people with the most access to information in the history of mankind, and they're the dumbest. So what's Price-Anderson? The Immunity Act. The Immunity Act that lets all nuclear off the hook for any disaster. So they're promoting this in the mantra that the reason we don't have so much more nuclear is regulation. There is no fucking regulation. The NRC, don't you get it? This is how gone, this is how fucking the lobbyists have completely dominated. They've taken over. Where the fuck did that go? No, it's my salmon. They've got control of us. There are no SMRs. The small modular reactor NuScale set the fucking playbook for the fucking fraud. NuScale on Huss in Utah. Warren Buffett belongs to jail. Warren Buffett owns Utah Power and Light. Him and Bill Gates. Bill Gates knows this. He knows what I know. What do you think he's faking it up there in fucking Cameron, Wyoming? And fucking he comes right here to Utah. Governor Cox, the dumbest fucking politician in the history of this state of Utah? Fuck, I don't believe this. They sign a deal. The guy this is how degenerate this country is. The most hated man in Utah who stole the operating system. Microsoft stole it from Utah. Go out, Alan Ashton. Go ask Bruce Bastian. Remember fucking WordPerfect had remember that? The person that stole it, you are paying them. This is how degenerate this country is. How the fuck? There are no fucking, it's a fairy tale. Einstein fucking told you that 56 years. He's taking this technology as far as you can take it. You won't take it any further. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's the greatest pyramid scam. So NuScale here in Utah, I'm the only guy, one guy fighting them inside the lobby. I proved that they were a fraud. Here, so all you scammers, I'm going to tell you how you get fucking rich now in America. Bitcoin? Oh, fuck. One scam after another. So here's how you do it. They set the playbook, NuScale, on this. So what do? You go to the government, you draw it's on a napkin, on a piece of paper, and just say, hey, I have this new fucking magic Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, fucking unicorn, fucking nuclear reactor. It's small, it's whatever. That's what they did here in Utah. And then you go to the fucking state of Utah, you go to the feds and say, I got it. Oh, Obama gives them $50 million grant. You have to have original funding. Well, you just fucking lie about that. That's what they did. They went and they told the government, we have Kenwood Financial. Kenwood Financial was a Ponzi scheme that was already closed down by the SEC back when we had an SEC. And the South American gangster that ran it was in prison. They just lied. Government gives them the money anyway. Then they called house to house, state to state. The only state that really participated was Utah. We were the first ones. You had one guy fighting him, Kevin Blanch. Why? I'm full of cancer. Walking over from the LDS State bone marrow transplant, coming from the hospital through fucking Memory Grove to the Capitol every day. In my gown with a central line hanging out of my fucking jugular. I'm fighting with them. No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. Idaho National Lab's going to test them up there. I've been up there fucking how many times? Proving to you that they're not testing anything. It's a fucking fairy tale. It's a lie for money. So the playbook's set. Utah says, okay, we have a thing called AMPS for wind and solar out of our bill. I'm part of the guy that got through it. Bill Gates, his buddy, Warren Buffett, owns Utah Power and Light. Out of our bill, the money's been coming right out of your Utah Power and Light bill. It's been coming out of your bill. It goes directly to NuScale. So Tim Martin's up there, Oregon State and Corvallis, so they parade the investment bankers through. The venture capitalist. He's up there. He's boots on the ground. He's right there. He's living in his Airstream right by. They have this warehouse, and they bring in all this equipment, and all these people are there, and they parade the investment community through. And he says, then all the equipment just disappeared. They faked that. Tell them we got it. They go up to Idaho National. I'm up there at Idaho National. I know everybody who works there. I'm like, fuck my whole fucking clan. My friend fucking owns the Atomic City Bar. I'm up there. I got all the skinny, the loaded. I'm boots on the ground. Play back the tape, Your Honor. They're not testing anything. It's a sham. They're all telling me it's a sham. They're not testing anything. Oh, fuck. So, then they take it public on the New York Stock Exchange. How is that public? Well, it's real easy. All this fucking investment community that comes out of the Bay Area, ask Sam I Am Crypto Scam at Stanford. Ask Elizabeth fucking Holmes. Ask Sam Altman now. Sam Altman's got one now. Fucking the NRC, no license, whatever. Well, then you take somebody who worked at Idaho National Lab. Oh my God, Christina, with Reyes, the CEO, Jose Reyes, the CEO of NUCLEAR, they work together at Idaho National. It's an inside job. It's an inside job. They take it public on the New York Stock Exchange. And then the stock, all these idiots that play the market now. I mean, the market's nothing but a casino now. I mean, they don't care. They'll play anything. I mean, it's just, you got some technical analysis? You don't give a fuck about fundamentals. You know what that average PE is on a stock right now? It's the highest in the history of the country, bar none. But you got the Feds pumping, you got everybody. And then they sell all their fucking stock, which I fucking reported beautifully. And then they walk away and throw their hands up here in Utah and say, oh, sorry, we didn't have it. Buy it. Fuck you. Eat shit. Go to hell. Remember when Bill Gates, when he stole WordPerfect, and he says, well, we'll merge with WordPerfect and, Novell together. Remember WordPerfect and Novell merged. And, it was invented here in Utah. They had 99%. He says, no, our software will work with your software. And then he fucking had, where'd he get all that money? He never invented anything. Fucking. And then the software comes out, Windows 95, and it says, eat shit, go to hell, fuck you. By the way, I'm thinking about 1990s a lot. This proves my theory that I've said for you. I was the student professor being groomed to take over the #1 school business in the country. Weber State. We were the #1. We were a public university. I was being groomed by Dr. Cooley to take over the program. It was a Wall Street guy. He loved me. He says, that mind of yours, blah, blah, blah. It proves to me, this is in the 90s, that we promote the dumbest fucking person in the fucking room. They says, no, he dies. They squish me out. And now they're under investigation by the FBI. Now, Elon Musk was involved with our school then. He was going to Wharton when I was at Weaver's, the same fucking time. We were a public entity. We were beating the private institutions. Can't have that. Right? Now they're investigation. They go to first to worst. So it goes back to law enforcement. Look, the FBI never solves a crime in this country ever. Police never fucking, because we promote the dumbest people in the room. You go to school, fucking, my grandkids, my fucking kids, whatever. Go to your local teachers. It's not. We promote the dumbest person in the room. We don't promote dynamic smart people. We don't have dynamic smart teachers. There are some out there, don't get me wrong. But the vast majority of them are dumber because that's who we promote. A dynamic, a fucking creative, great, beautiful fucking mind. We squash those people. We put them in the fucking corner. We fucking ridicule them. We rip them to shreds. That's what we do here. So what do we get? So I can prove this. In the 1990s, I go back to the JonBenét Ramsey case. Now it's coming out all these years later that the DNA had fucking exonerated the family. They had the DNA. It's coming out all these years later that the cops fucking hid it. The derelict fucking detectives were on the case. They whoever broke into the house used a fucking taser on her. Tasers were new. I'll bet you right now. You want to bet any of me right now? When they saw that, there's this guy prison claim to a hand. Oh, fuck your handwriting. They have the DNA. They have the fucking DNA. Fuck, this is 2000. They fucking probably know who it is now. I think they probably know for a long time. My guess it's a cop. Why? Because he used a taser on her. When they hit, a few months later, right down the road, one of her friends. Same thing happened. Mom woke up and he got away. Are they that derelict? Are they that fucking stupid? Apparently so. Or they're covering it up. It's like the FBI. Does the FBI ever solve any case? Ever? Like this mega welfare dairy next to mine? Fucking backhands the migrant worker, 300-pounder, beats fucking exploiting fucking laymen, and then they ought to talk human trafficking. He's been trafficking hundreds of fucking people. The tunes of hundreds of fucking millions of dollars. 300 pounds, and no charges, no nothing. When video proof. It's like fucking Elizabeth Smart. I remember when I had little girls in those areas. My little girls my cute little fucking beautiful fucking daughter is the exact same age as her. Bonet. She even looked just like her. Cutest, most beautiful little thing you ever saw. I mean, you think it had me scared? Oh, fuck, of course it did. These fucking derelicts. It's like fucking Elizabeth Smart. I'll never forget it. I'm listening to KSL on the radio when this happened. Fucking Ed Smart's fucking uncle or cousin, brother, one of his relatives taught at Weber. Smart guy. Really smart guy. I worked with him at Weber. I was standing with him when I come across KSL when Ed Smart solved the case. The cops never fucking solved it. So I'm listening to KSL the day that it happened, and there's a guy, and he says, I got my bloodhounds. I went up behind the house, right there in the fucking hills, up there in the big fucking house that Ed Smart used to take fucking men in there. Fucking, who takes fucking homeless men, random men into a house with two little girls fucking playing? Who does that? Oh, Ed Smart did it. So the little girl gave him the name that day. The guy who did it, the little girl fucking gave him a list of who'd been in the house and fucking said she recognized the fucking voice. The guy says he tracks the dogs up behind the fucking house, and there's a guy, he looks just like Jesus, live on KSL, fucking, he goes into the side of the mountain. That was fucking within hours after it happened. They had it. 300 FBI agents. So my friend runs one of the strip bars in fucking Salt Lake. Guy I went to college with, Ryan. And he's like, Kevin, you ain't going to believe this. Come down here. I got to show you something. So I come down here. I was involved, Annika, but that's a whole other thing. Blah, blah. He says, this place is fucking packed and all day, every fucking day now. Why? They're all FBI agents. They just flock in here and they got unlimited money. They just spend money like crazy. And so I know one of the girls that works there. I'm visiting with her. She says, oh, God, yeah, here. All they do is talk about gambling, sports, where they're hanging, I said, so they're supposed to be investigating the Elizabeth Market. Yeah, they brought them all in here. What do they don't do anything, do no, they don't fucking do anything. They try to date me. So they price, fuck, I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck, I'm so stressed out. You don't even want to know. I really feel like Semmelweis. Is it even possible? Is it even possible? So Congress last night sneaks it through. It passes 390 something, I think, to 30 something. A few dissensions to re-up Price Anderson for 40 years. You don't even know what Price Anderson is because you were busy off fucking bombing people. I mean, it goes back to fucking 9/11, doesn't it? You want to read some fucking good fairy tale literature? There were Saudis that did it, and we went to Iraq. It reminds me of this fucking vote. Remember when Congress voted to go fucking slaughter women and children in fucking Iraq? One congresswoman. She said she got death threats. She got fucking out of what 444, and one more talk out of 5 fucking 130 something. We're talking Congress and the Senate together. One voted against it. One. Congress. One. That's who I feel like. Price Anderson. There are no fucking SMR nuclear reactors. It has nothing to do with nuclear regulatory. It has to do with shamming and scamming. It's been going on we poisoned the fucking planet. Here's Fukushima fucking happening right in the Pacific Ocean's collapsing. And you got one PhD on the face of the earth who takes it on, who boots on the ground, who does the real work. And you think, that liar? I had to go rogue. When Dr. Cooley was killed or died, fucking right there, and then they take over the school business. Now they're under investigation at the FBI. I fucking had to go rogue. The greatest PhD opportunity in human history, the Fukushima disaster on the Pacific Ocean. I live in Utah. I did it. I proved to you that the fucking outlier is the fucking Fukushima disaster. Again, it goes back to the JonBenét Ramsey case. They lied. They're covering for someone. They lied. They're covering for someone for their money. The cops are obviously covering for someone. My guess it was a cop that did it. They said 7 months later, and it took, you want to watch something good, watch the 60 Minutes fucking, it's pretty bad. We have to watch 60 Minutes Australia. We have to watch foreign media to get anything. These fucking bootlickers, these black and yellow media whores here in this country, they're not drunk. Everybody's all in because they think they're going to get some money. So what if you get some fucking money? No integrity, no soul, no truth, no dynamics. No, it's like the art community. I've never worried about fucking making the art, Kevin Blanch the artist. I've never worried about the fucking, I worried about the curators. And I proved it. I protested the MoMA all those fucking years. Fucking this day and age, Jackson Pollock, fucking Andy Warhol, all those people, you wouldn't even know who the fuck they were. You wouldn't even know who the fuck Picasso. You wouldn't know if Picasso would smash you around the fucking head. They blocked their gatekeepers. Look who the gatekeepers were at the moment. I've been protesting this the whole time. They were Epsteiners. Glenn Dubin? Leon Black, look it up. Katie Couric going to Epstein's house. There's your media. Oh, fuck. I can't believe it. They don't even wait. It expires in 2025. So they passed it in 2005 for another 20 years. The anti-nuclear movement, fuck, you're looking at it. You're looking at it. One guy in the United States, I'm just like her. I'm just exactly like her. I reckon I'm going crazy. I had a big sign in front of my fucking house. I had bumper stickers all over my car. Bush lied, soldiers are going to die. My father got nuked to death in the Nevada test site. Died later of fucking leukemia. You look back at Afghanistan and Iraq. Now everybody acts like they know. When I think people didn't, but they didn't give a fuck. They're so geographically illiterate. Oh, we're going to go to Iraq. What's the difference between Iraq and Saudi Arabia? They didn't know the difference. It's just like we're going to Korea. Japan did that. We don't know the difference between Korea and Japan. It's geographic illiteracy. We promote the dumbest person in the fucking room. They become the scientists. They become the teachers. They become the politicians. This is the dumbest bunch of fucking politicians that get led around by fucking Westinghouse. They're pitiful. They're pitiful. We get fucking sent off for shut down. I proved, tide pools wipe out at your feet. The fucking Great Pacific Genocide, as the ocean dies, stock market makes all-time highs. Fucking the greatest ecological catastrophe in human fucking history and is ongoing right now. The Pacific Ocean, the Western ecology, the fires. And you think it's a coincidence? It's just like fucking JonBenét Ramsey claims in the fucking 90s. It's exactly like it. Those derelicts that ran the field wouldn't get off the fucking field. And the narrative goes out, well, we had made up our mind it was fine. No, I think they're covering for somebody. I think they probably knew who fucking did it, whatever, and it's probably one of them. He used a taser on her. Tasers were brand new then. Most likely it's a cop. It's like fucking Elizabeth Smart. Who solved the Elizabeth Smart case? Her dad. Fucking, they're living in San Diego. There's videos and pictures all over them. My friend was at that party in fucking Salt Lake. He says, fuck yeah, they're in the turbans and everything. And fucking, he says, the little girl gave him the name. The little sister gave him the name. And here's Liz Smart shows up to Weber State recently for the human trafficking conference. And at the end, they give away a massage. What? Tim Ballard's out there going to chase out the fucking world. And you in Utah are funding him and you don't fund me shit. None of my funding comes from Utah. What little teeny bit of fucking funding I get comes from Northern California and or fucking Vienna, Austria. I don't get any funding in Utah. I'm probably the most accomplished activist in the history of the fucking state. Look at the videos of the hot reactor coming in here. Everybody says, oh, well, the nuclear waste. No shit. There's no answer for the fucking waste. These little reactors, supposedly, they don't even exist. But remember when they tried them at Santa Susana in Los Angeles? You don't even know about it. Blew up, killed everybody. I mean, the poison in fucking Santa Susana, that's a SMR they were experimental. How about Idaho National Lab when they really were experimental with it? They had to peel people off the fucking roof. I jumped to Allison McFarland. You don't think I fucking got into Allison McFarland's head? Fucking Allison McFarland wrote a real scathing piece on the SMRs in Congress recently. Where do you think she got all that knowledge? From Kevin Blanch. I'm the only one that ever confronted her at San Luis Obispo. Fucking, and I live in Utah. So they pass the Immunity Act. So any disaster, any failure, any fucking thing, it falls onto you, the taxpayer. These fuckers have carte blanche on balcony. You don't think Bill Gates knows that? I couldn't sleep. I'm like, what the fuck's bothering me? What the fuck? I pop it up, and first fucking thing I fucking look, the hill pops right up. I'm like, whoa, whoa, oh, we're gonna get rid of regulation. Fuck that! It's not regulation that's stopping nuclear. There's no such thing. Einstein was right. He says you've taken this technology as far as you can take it. There's no magic fucking bullet. There's no magic. And if you don't think you can cover up and lie for fucking decades in this country, you're not paying attention. The dumbest people in fucking your 6th grade class, your 5th grade class, your 4th, your 2nd grade class, your 7th, they fucking smash those people down. I mean, when I was a fucking student professor, I remember when I was a young gifted fucking college student, they were promoting me. I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to go learn that class, or I'm learning about fucking, fucking theoretical physics. And I'm like, theoretical physics is a fucking philosophy that's all fucked up. There's no such thing. You know, we're going to promote Stephen Hawking. Wasn't he an Epsteiner? I mean, we're going to promote all this bullshit. Fucking Degrassi, who's ever fucking liars? They don't know shit. Look what they did to Einstein. It's like I look back on it now, and even the Kennedys, that's why I won't vote for Bobby. Even the Kennedys were fucking covering for Oppenheimer. I look back on it, I've had all these years to fucking meditate and think about this for all these years. Strauss was right. Strauss, and we fucking demonized him. Strauss had this dead to rights, that Oppenheimer was a scumbag. Fucking one of the great mass kill pop, when even Leo, my grandpa knew Leo. My grandpa fucking Abraham Humsaker IV, who called himself the great Mormon socialist, you know, the statue at Old Town, you know, he fucking lived right by fucking his, he lived in Brigham City, Utah, whatever, that go back and forth, all of them have, 1847, they all lived in Loha. He knew him. He knew him. He told me straight up that fucking Leo was so regretful. He says, he told my grandpa straight to his face that he says, I was wrong about the whole thing. He says, I quit the Manhattan Project in 1943. And he was an anti-nuclear. Fucking Laura Monet. I remember being at one of her fucking symposiums when she was young and used to have the fucking coffee house in Berkeley. I remember being there. And Leo came. He came in there. And he spoke. And he says, I hope you guys don't all have, he cried. He says, I begged. He's the guy that wrote the fucking letter to FDR. He had so much guilt, so much. Oppenheimer didn't. He died. And I'll say all this to all you people. I have some rule for you, all you in Congress. Have some me. This is exactly the 9/11 vote. You voted to go slaughter people in fucking Iraq who never laid a finger on you. And unanimously, one fucking, she's a gem, man. That's who I feel like. I feel like Semmelweis in Austria. People, you could go ask 9,999 people in Utah about fucking NuScale ripping you off out of your fucking Utah Power and Light bill, and that Warren Buffett owns it, and that we're funding Bill Gates in fucking Cameron. He'll never build. I'll guarantee none of them will. The technology doesn't exist. There's no such fucking thing. Oh, we got salt reactors, we got therm reactors, we got this. It's bullshit. You don't have anything. You have pork. You have government fucking pork. They operated up the fucking spigot on the Manhattan Project and they never turned it on. Again, I will quote fucking hell of a way to boil a planet, Kevin Blanch. Fucking all the fucking Manhattan Project backed out except for fucking Teller and Leo. Or excuse me, except for Teller and Oppenheimer. Leo backed out. So did Fermi. All of them backed out. Fucking Fermi died young of cancer. Oppenheimer died very young of cancer. Fuck, look what's going on in the Middle East of Eden. Look what went on to fucking in fucking Cambodia and fucking Kissinger had to film for all those fucking years. I can prove it. Fucking Hillary Clinton in her fucking emails before she was going to go to Fukushima on the cover of, got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. What? What? Henry? What are you talking about? Why don't you go talk to Lord Rothschild? I mean, it's fucking outrageous. It blows my fucking mind. They pass this fucking ignorant, dummy down Congress, bowing to fucking lobbyist money. Karen Silkwood. I mean, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history is the Fukushima disaster. 3 full core meltdowns. Fucking pushing into the Pacific Ocean, and you can cover that up. Fucking multiple, we're the downwinders. They crashed Radnet, took it offline, and this fucking country's that dummied down. Because look who's got the field. Again, I think it's so metaphorical because of the fucking 90s. Here's the JonBenét Ramsey case, and it takes an Australian journalist to tell you fucking something 30 years after the fucking fact. They fucking know who did. They have the DNA. With fucking DNA nowadays, fucking genetics, fucking, you know, they probably already know who did it. They fucking probably knew the whole, my guess it's a cop. You know, and then they send you to shiny ballism. This is, I've never, well, I guess I'm going to be busy fucking the rest of my life, ain't you? I mean, I thought maybe my work was done and we had it done. Fuck. You know, because it comes up in 2025. Bobby Kennedy Jr. said he would kill Price Anderson. Maybe they're afraid he's going to win. Maybe that's why they're hurrying trying to get it through. The House passed it. The Senate will pass it, I'll guarantee it. Slide with old man Biden, sign? Oh, fuck yes, he'll sign. He's a pro-nuclear. This is the guy that was vice president of the United States when Fukushima happened. I remember Trump. Trump met with Abe 17 times. Remember they blocked out the windows of Mar-a-Lago the fucking first. What do you think they're talking about, their golf game? For I was at the White House when Trump got elected. Play back the tape. Squash me, go after me. Fuck, I took the bus in the middle of the night. I was at Trump Towers when Abe come in. Looked like a war zone. Abe got in his Learjet and heard flew right. Look what happened to Abe. Whoa, whoa, you do know what happened to him. Oh, fuck. Their answer was to slander me, attack me. Well, I'm in critical condition. You can't handle the truth? You don't want the fucking truth. I've had so much time to contemplate because I was the fucking physicist when I was a kid. I was being postured and grew up from the 7th grade. I had a 7th grade sister teacher. She's like, she's like, your scientific mind is fuck. I've never met anything like it. Back when we had Mrs. Kohler, I've never met anything like you, ever. She says, that mind of yours blows my mind. She says, let me tell you, Kevin, if you stay in the sciences field and you stay there, you're going to freaking change the world. You're all over all this. I've never seen anything like it because I was already flying off the intuitive mind. She says, you're going to deal with so much adversity. You're going to be rejected at all levels. There's an energy about you and there's an aura about you, and people are going to push back at you like no other. You're going to live a fucking lonely life. She says, I says, well, Einstein said be a plumber. No, she says, before he said that, and so I says, I quit college. I mean, I was a gifted student at 16. Highest scores in the country, yet I'm getting fucking, I wouldn't even go to, I mean, I knew the school was a sham. I knew the high school, I mean, fast times at fucking Weber High, fast times at fucking Mission Bay High. It was a joke. I knew that. The teachers, for the most, not all of them. I had some good ones, but just stand up for the fucking reality. Do stand up to the fucking truth in this fucking insane asylum called the United States of America. This Congress is so pitifully pathetic. They'll do anything for money. Look at the people we elect. Fucking Carlin was right. Where's my Carlin book? Fucking selfish, ignorant people will elect selfish, ignorant fucking leaders on Falco. This country's so fucking pitifully. You name me a case. The cops fucking solved it. You name me one. Name me one that the FBI solved in 30 fucking years. Well, we go back to JFK blown away. We go back to Lenin. They don't solve anything. You know, it takes a Netflix documentary to fucking come out. You know, get to work. I mean, the JonBenét Ramsey fucking case had me. My little girl looked exactly like her. She's exactly the same age. I mean, I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I never believed it was a family member. I always fucking believed it was fucking somebody inside the Boulder, Colorado community that was fucking politically fucking connected. I always felt like it was a cop. Now that I watch this, I'm like, oh my God, I watched this last night and I'm like, fuck, I was right. My intuitive mind was right. I had little girls, beautiful little girls, and I wanted to protect them. Just like the Elizabeth Smart case. Fucking that little girl gave the FBI, the guy that did it's fucking name. He was living right there on the street. They were right there under their nose. They didn't even bother even go and fucking investigating the guy. Who brings 50 fucking men into your home, fuck, when you got little girls, strangers? Oh, Ed Smart did. And he's a Fox News contributor. It's like Glenn Greenwald, Snowden hands the chip. Fox News contributor. I mean, the fucking club. They price pass Anderson? Oh, fuck. We're so fucked. You don't even want to know. You don't even know how fucked we are. How does this end now, Kevin? Oh, I got it. I know how it ends. When you cover up Fukushima. Riza in the Battle of Chernobyl. The greatest documentary ever made. 2007. The HBO Chernobyl one's a masterpiece, which piggybacks off that. I consulted on that HBO fucking thing for free. I do everything because I'm the fucking activist slut. That's who I am. Fucking just give myself, and everybody quit funding me, everybody quit fucking hanging with me, everybody fucking rent from me. The artist, the activist, the scientist, the environmentalist, the ecologist, the human with a fucking half a fucking brain cell. What came out of that melted down reactor in Chernobyl recently was not the worst thing that come out of that melted down reactor, Chernobyl nuclear energy reactor, was not strontium-90, was not cesium-137, wasn't even plutonium. It was lies. What came out of the Fukushima cover-up? I'll tell you what come out of that. Death. Fucking trees. Fucking mammals. Fucking cancer rates. And I can't even talk where I think the demic came from. Kevin Semmelweis. You know about Semmelweis in Vienna, Austria? The doctor. He fucking hypothesized these little fucking invisible germs like we're flying through the air. That's blasphemy. Fucking 50, 60, 70 years before Louis Pasteur. He, for 10 years, made his doctors wash their hands. His mortality rate and his survival rate fucking went up fucking 10 times compared to all the other ones. He proved it. Unarguable proof. They still wouldn't believe it. He went insane. He'd scream and yell on the fucking stairs in Vienna, which I've done. Right exactly where he was. The clinic, the little clinic hospital's named after him. He's from the same fucking town as Teller, right? And Leo. They're both from fucking... They from Buddha or Pest. They threw him in a rubber room and beat him to death. Old man Heinz the other day, the old German physicist, who fled like Einstein, he was one of those. He's still alive. He's old as hell. He's Kevin. You still fighting these nuclear monsters? Yeah. How do you keep your sanity? What makes you think I do? Yeah. Einstein was right. Einstein was right the whole fucking time. So was Leo. But squash me. Fucking push me in a fucking cold because I don't fit in the club. It's like when I was a teacher, I says, no, when I was a student. The big thing in the late 70s at Berkeley, at fucking all these institutions, fucking, even at Weber was a powerhouse. We were moving towards pass-fail. And reason, we know that straight A students, they think they're terrible. They're horrible. They're regurgitators. They're not dynamic. We know factually that the most successful people in society were C+ students. B- C. So we changed the bar. You got to have a B to graduate. You got to have a fucking this to graduate. I mean, we changed the bar because we don't want those kind of people. We don't want dynamic, creative. It used to be in fucking good. The college experience was more than just the fucking grad. You take the midterm, you take the final. There was dynamics involved. You know, the social aspects, the fucking the volunteering aspects inside your community. That's what mattered. So when I taught, I was a pass-fail guy. And I took a lot of shit. They got rid of that, didn't they? Now they promote. I remember I had the smartest kid I graduated in 1996, the second time, as the student professor from Weber State School of Business, the class of 96. Glad to this day is the highest exit fucking test in the history of the country. Weber State, Wada School, the Wada School of Business. Goddard, who didn't even go to school, it's named after him, who I knew personally. He didn't go to university. The highest exit testing in the history of the class of 1996. What they did to my transcript, go fucking call Weber State and ask about Kevin Blanch's transcript. He says, fuck, he's got enough credentials to have fucking 20 degrees. They blackballed me. They went after me because I stood up to the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. The highest test in the history of the country to this day. Exit testing. The class of 1996, there was only a few of us. I think there was, Mikado and I. That Mikado. That's the heir to the Japanese royal family. At a public institution. They shredded it. They ripped it to fucking hell. Who? Warren Buffett come in there and built out. Warren Buffett come in and fucking bought it. Yeah, for real. Look it up. R.C. Willey sold to fucking Warren Buffett, and he donated all the money, and he come in there and he gutted it. Look it up. The Chinese professors that moved in there are under investigation for the FBI for selling state secrets. Look it up. We go from number one to that, and we're a public entity. They couldn't have that, could they? They couldn't. What they did to me, fucking could have paid for my fucking can. Remember when I had all that Tesla stock I had? I had 30,000 shares of Tesla stock in 2011. 30,000 at the IPO. I'm like, go all in. Everybody's gold, silver. Yeah, I was going be contrarian. Zig when they zag. What happened? I got cancer. Weber State could have paid for it, and they didn't. They stuck it in me. I forked over every dime I had. I went from being rich, self-made, to poor overnight. This has been one hell of a battle. I did this with a central line hanging out of my jugular vein. My chest split open heart surgery twice. Slander, YouTube sites, Facebook sites with my name on 100%, paid for by the nuclear industry, by the Department of Energy who nuked my father to death in the Nevada test site. And I'm supposed to just lay down and fucking die. I'm so fucking violated right now. They fucking sneak Price Anderson through last night. Fucking for 40 more years. So how's it going to end? I'll tell you how it's going to end. For Hamlet and Cassandra, they got together. If you don't know who Cassandra was, the fucking goddess of integrity. Beautiful, incredible. I will curse you either. You come on, you're with me. Fucking no. You think why? Why? Because you're powerful? I have no interest in you. If you don't, I will curse you. With what? Being able to see the future. What kind of curse is that? No one will believe you. And your offsprings. I hear the voices of my grandchildren. Fucking stay in the fight. Oh, they're not fucking doing this to me. I remember in 7th grade. You know, I'm small. I hadn't really grown yet. I'm strong as fuck. I had a fucking issues from birth. My mom had twins. That beautiful La Jolla fucking tennis player. I had health issues. The school, the science teacher for the entire school did an experiment. We're learning about lactose in muscle. We're learning about strength. Put your arms out. The entire school. I'm only in 7th grade. Last one wins. She says, in fact, the last 6. Whoa, they're going to give you a candy bar. Okay. Goes on and on and on. Pretty well, it's 6. 2 boys and 4 girls. Next thing you know, it's 2. Boy and a girl. When do you think back about her? She hung herself when she was like 30 and a gifted artist. Should we call it a tie? Yeah, I'm for that. I mean, we got to get to our next class. Assembly's over. She's like, no. I'm cool with that. Let's keep it going then. Finally, she drops her arms. I remember she come up to me and she says, the teacher, that mind of yours, strength and endurance, you're going to need it. Because I was already the anti-nuclear. She says, you're the anti-nuclear, which it was in vogue then. In the Nevada test site with Megan Rice and Madeline Rice. You know, when people here used to give a fuck. Downwinders on Balco. When KSL was investigative journalists. You know, the sheep at Dugway. I was all in then. I'm all in now. So I told the girls I'm involved with, the females that I've had, you know, relationships with. I'm like, they're like, oh my, I remember running into a girl at the hospital. She says, oh my God, it's Kevin Blanch. You used to have all that blonde hair. I used to be so in love with you. You were something else. And she says, now look at you, don't have, I says, yeah, fucking chemo took it out. And I says, I remember when you used to have a, oh, you're still in that. Well, you started it. What am I supposed to say? What a lonely fucking fight. Look at the attacks they do. Only person in the United States who's fucking stayed in this fight fought them the entire fucking time. One in the entire country. Dunford's in up it, but he's in Canada. Oh, they're in Europe. Fuck, go to us. There's lots of guys like me. Men and women. Not here. You got one. It's just like the 9/11 vote, isn't it? You look at the vote. What, 30 or 40 fucking Democrats voted against it? I think most of them were Californians because they know about San Onofre. How's this going to end? I'll tell you how it's going to end. Gorbachev. I was there face to face in Vienna. What took down the old Soviet Union? The nuclear disaster at Chernobyl and the invasion of Afghanistan. What took down the old USA, Kevin Blanch? The invasion of Afghanistan, the nuclear disaster at Fukushima, Japan. Well, act like you don't know. The cancer slowly grows. And this is Orwell on Balco, my grandson, who's been with me the whole time. Born March 2011. Both my grandsons. My teacher, we learned that he's in 7th grade science class, just like I was. He's like, my teacher is so dumb, Kevin, it's unbelievable, Grandpa. He says, he's so dumb, she's so pitifully dumb. We were learning about nuclear today, and she talked about Chernobyl being the worst disaster in history. And he says, I stood up and says, what about Fukushima? And she says, well, yeah, Chernobyl's, and he says, no. I mean, he's been with me the whole time. I says, you go back to school and you walk up and you tell her that Kevin Blanch, who she knows, the world's foremost expert on Fukushima, said simply, this is not Orwell. 3 is more than 1. So I went up and told her. She's like, nah, yeah. She would argue with me. 3 full blown out fucking meltdowns at Fukushima, most likely 4. 8 spent fuel pools with MOX fuel. Fuck man, you're going to all chalk it up to coincidence. 1 partial core, new reactor with no spent fuel pools. The 700,000 pen, and Barry Antoinette Obama sent in the USS Reagan on Balco, sent into Entomb and didn't do anything, and pushed it into the Pacific Ocean for fucking 4,713 fucking years. And you think there's no byproduct for that? Fucking the country's insane, and Congress fucking re-ups it. Give us more. Fucking this degenerate fucking country is so degenerate. And like I said, I'll go back to the JonBenét Ramsey case. Elizabeth Smart. Does the FBI ever fucking solve any case? Do they ever? Look what's going on right here. We got ripped off by NuScale. They never solve anything. Ever. Science? Show me a fucking scientist in this country. Show me one! They're fucking bootlicking liars! There's no scientists because they promote the dumbest fucking person, the fucking regurgitating fucking sheep in the room. We've dummied down this country into the fucking 10th fucking power. Anybody that's got dynamic, you have to go rogue. Remember when YouTube used to call themselves the great equalizer? Oh, fucking, there goes. They've admitted they fucking went after anybody that used a nuclear meltdown. There's only one person on earth that did that. The father of plutonium. Fuck, it's Kevin Semmelweis fucking Blanch. I'm exactly like her, the congresswoman in California, who the one vote that voted against invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan on the backs of 9/11. Now everybody knows, well, yeah, it was a big mistake, including Tucker fucking bootlicker fucking La Jolla, born with a silver spoon up his ass. In La Jolla pounded the drums. New York Times pounded the drums. They all pound the fucking drums on nuclearism. It ends with a nuclear disaster in the United States. So I used to call it the nuclear you-know-what. I can't even say that anymore. Russia, Chernobyl. Fukushima, Japan. It's going to happen here. It's going to happen here. A nuclear reactor on the Ring of Fire. Where's it going to happen? Diablo Canyon, California. It's going to be the greatest nuclear disaster in fucking history. Well, that's Fukushima. And you're not going to be able to cover that one up. And that's how this is going to play out. And you're going to look back and you say, how insane was this guy? There was this guy, the Semmelweis of our time, Kevin Blanch. And what did we do to him? Had no fucking support, had no fucking followers, had no nothing. Just like Semmelweis. Throw me in a rummer room and fucking beat me to death. Mark my words, they'll solve this and fucking when it's too late after the same guy probably did it multiple other times. They could have had him, which goes on and on and on over and over and over and over. He used a taser. He's law enforcement. well, law enforcement. I don't even hate that word. He's an insider, and they've covered for him. You think about it. One of the biggest stories in the history of the world. There was so much media, it just shows you how pitiful the media is. Well, when the cops want to cover up something, you don't think they can cover up something? Just ask about fucking John Kennedy. Jeff Bezos born in Los Alamos to who? Bezos. Wasn't he Bad Pigs guy? Oh, he's adopted. What? What? Geis? The proper, that's his grandfather? Yeah. What? You can't connect any fucking dots, can you? Because we don't promote the dynamic thinker. And mommy told me, and America, drunk on ignorance and proud of it. They're so arrogant. Oh, nuclear is the way to go. Way to go. Okay. There are no SMRs. There is no nuclear. What about the fucking nuclear waste? What about Fukushima? Well, that was an old reactor, the fucking Utah Power and Light guy tells me the other day. Old reactor? What are you talking about? No, it wasn't. They're just fucking... Because we promote the dumbest fucking kid in the room. Stay in tune. Fucking... You violated yet? Price Anderson up for 40 more fucking years. The country's doomed. The country is fucking full blown out fucking doomed. Doomed. TOC Diablo Canyon Clock. Stay in tune.